Qurban is right around the corner and there are millions of displaced people all over the world. MATW sent me this Qurban box and I was going to try to cook the contents of this without using any of my modern kitchen amenities. This is my barbecue and this is my trusty stick. It took forever to try to light a fire on this day because it was very cold, it was very gray, and it looked like it was going to rain any second. I didn't want to use any cheap stuff like any leaf blower or anything like that. I did use a propane torch because, I just assumed that I found a propane torch somewhere, and I eventually got the fire going. This took like hours to do. I didn't want to use any modern kitchen stuff. I used some scrap metal to cook my meat on. I cleaned it first. So I got the ingredients out. We got some lamb, we got some onions, we got some rice, we got tomato paste, and I cheated and used salt, but I was thinking, what about if I didn't have salt? Just as I started cooking, it started raining, and I had to move my whole setup undercover. Here are some onions sauteing a little bit over the heat. I got the lamb side by side. Now, the whole time this was happening, I couldn't think I could turn this ingredients into a masterpiece. I'm actually quite a good cook, but not having the ingredients, not having a kitchen, not having spices made it so difficult. Even just getting the rice and the right amount of salt, the right amount of water. And even as I did this, I kept thinking, what if I didn't have a knife? What if I didn't have a spoon? What if I didn't have clean water to put into this so I could cook up this feast? And I also tried to imagine children the entire time I was cooking saying, Baba, is it ready? Baba, is it ready? The entire affair took hours, over 3 hours to cook this one meal. And just as I sat to try to think and contemplate how difficult it must be for our brothers and sisters to do this wherever they are, it started raining all over again. So I didn't even have the peace to sit and think and reflect about the experience. I just had to move on. Now, this is something that all of our brothers and sisters are going through. You can help. They are all over the world in desperate need, waiting for you to send them this Qurban box so at least they can have something to eat. Qurban matters. Give your Qurban now with MATW Project.